Hi. Can someone just help me out? Why is this thing slowing down? Do you have any idea? Any quick solution? Well, after this, I'm just gonna check some YouTube videos. But if you have a quick solution, you can just hit me up on Telegram. Let's and walk me through what I need to do because it's slowing really, really bad. There's basically nothing running right now. Okay, so let's do this analysis just this way. I think it's more responsive now. So the first thing you have to do is you want to this bottom, make sure your trend line matches this. This is on 15 minutes time frame. Okay, if you are new, this is 15 minutes time frame and it's on GBP USD. Okay, and this toolbar, I'm sure you already know how to use this. For me, checking on 15 minutes time frame, we're in an uptrend, judging from 15 minutes time frame. But the overall trend is bearish trend. We're in a downtrend still. All right. So let's go on for hard time frame. I'm sure you guys are following me and you can hear me clearly. Let's do a sound check. Okay, you can all hear me now. All right, amazing. So let's go on 4 hour time frame. So clearly seen from 4 hour time frame, you see that it's a clear downtrend. Let me go to my analysis chart. This is for where this is where I trade. FSCM is where I use in trading. So let me go on GBP USD using capital.com. So from 4 hour time frame, clearly you're going to see that we are in consecutive downward move. It's dropping. All right. So how you would know that we are still in an uptrend in a smaller time frame, because this is the rule. The rule of thumb is whenever the bigger time frame says it's a downtrend and the smaller time frame is saying otherwise, you have to follow what the bigger time frame is saying. So the smaller time frame is only retracing to respect the bigger time frame. So if it's a bearish trend, which is what 4 hour is telling us right now, since GPPS is saying it's a bearish trend, you can see clearly. If you even ask a newbie what trend is this, like what's happening, is it dropping or it's going up, they definitely will tell you that it's dropping because it's actually more of red. Okay, so what you would do is, if 15 minutes, like we have on 1 hour, we have on 15 minutes showing, then you just know that these ones are just like retracement, correcting to the upside, then to continue to the downside. That's based on technical analysis. But fundamental has got it that fundamental news has got it, fundamental has got it that the Bank of England, they are trying to pump in money because of recent, though, like we all know what happened. It broke the low of the lowest that's ever happened since 1985. That's about a couple of weeks back. And now, I mean, that's not such a good news for the people of United Kingdom, the pound. So they want to make sure it moves back up so it can find some sort of equilibrium as it's been. But pound has really been struggling, you would agree with me. And USD, on the other hand, it's angrily bullish. Let me put it that way. It's angrily bullish. So I don't want to play too much on the side of the fundamental, in as much as it makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Fundamental is a big deal, but I don't want to talk too much about that because I'm not a fundamental trader. So let's focus on the technical. So with the technical approach, what you are seeing here, if the higher time frame is saying it's a bearish trend and the smaller time frame is saying it's a bullish trend, then you take the smaller time frame as a retracement and you focus on more of what the higher time frame is telling you. All right. So it's just based on trends. But however, we have wave counts, we have moves, we have number of move touches that happens before price will start moving in our direction. For then we now know that okay, yes, it's time for us to start going, to start moving line of the trend. Like as we are in now, this is a recent low, this is another low, recent low. So if you have to pick up a trend line that connects this bottom and also connect this low, then we have something like this. Okay, it's really been very stress. It's already a stressful day for me. You guys know we've been traveling, doing a lot of things, so trying to keep up here is all the dedication and the love I have for the people. That's why I'm still here right now. Even it's Monday, I should be resting. Um, gonna check. So we have a first bounce. You already know that with trend lines we have average of 3 bounces in an average trend, average of 3 bounces. It's only in a very strong trend that we have 5 up onto 10 bounces. But averagely, we should have 3 bounces. The fourth one would always break. Okay, the fourth one would always break. Happens a lot. I'm sure you guys already know this principle. I've taught this over and over and over again on YouTube. Let me do a quick example. Let me do a quick example. Say, for example, this is our low. Let's say this was a recent low, and then this is just an example, just in case you're joining us for the first time. It's an example. I'm trying to paint a scenario. Say we have something like this, or this does not really fit to what I want to explain. Let me look for a better one, a better one, a better one. Yeah, yeah, something like the one that just happened of recent. This is a recent high. Yeah. So before we start experiencing the break to the upside, we have had first touch, second touch of the straight line, and third touch. The fourth one broke and then retested. For this was like a fake out. Don't call this one breakout, but most times we call this one, we call it anytime that price gets to a particular trend, it's one touch, second touch, third touch. The fourth one is likely to break. The fourth one is likely to break, except in a condition like this, where you had a breakout, then the next one that is coming up, we tested again, then boom, to the upside. Keep experiencing up move. So now, since we have had this drop, to me, I want to look at this as a flag pattern from this point. So price has corrected and touched this point again. So what I'll just be looking at for is, for this week, I'll be looking down for more of longs. That doesn't mean I'm trading against the trend. But the current trend, based on 1 hour time frame, since we are day traders, I'm talking from the terms of day trading perspective. From day trading perspective, the current trend is saying do buys, and do more buys. So I will be doing buys, and if I see entries for shorts, I'll still will be doing short. But for signal, the signal that we all are expecting, I know we all just want to make money now. And let's check if we can get a signal. But Mondays, I don't trade. I'm not going to take this trade right now. I'm about to call out to you, but this is just the bigger picture you should just be looking at for GBPUSD this week. Okay. For me on GBPUSD, I would look rather to want to short more. Why? Why would I look to short? Well, first, I want price to come to somewhere around this region, 618 region of this body. This is a recent low, this is a recent high. So I'm going to spread it out, put the fib level, I'm going to put it this point. So price comes to this point, I'm going to short. Price come to this point, yeah, I'll be going for a short. Sorry, for a long rather, for long. So I'll put my long sign here. Yeah, I'm going to long it to the last recent high, which is somewhere around here, recent high. So I mean, this is a trade that's going to be worth it. Last three risk to reward is 3. All right. So I'll be looking forward to want to do this longer in longer picture, and then the stop loss should be somewhat tight. None of that. That's from the bigger picture perspective. Please can you take a screenshot of this, and then you note these points where I just point out for you guys. Because why am I looking to that? Apart from it is 618, that point is a psychological level. So there's going to be something like psychological level right there is 120, 1.1200. That's psychological level right there. So it's exactly on the psychological level. So what happens in trading, all you just have to do, you have to have at least 3 conferences. See, don't believe what other people are telling you. Let me tell you something real quick. Oh, someone is spamming us here. Okay, so let me tell you something real quick. Whenever you have 2 to 3 conferences, do not complicate your system. I don't care about other systems that you see online, like the SMC, the what's it called, BTMM, or whatever it might be, whatever you call it. Even my system doesn't matter. In as much as you have 3 conferences and you've tested it and it's working well, and they can confirm your entries, they confirm the trend that the trade that you want to take. My brother, shoot for it. 3 conferences is just fine. It could be a fib level, anything. It could be fib level, chart pattern, but make sure there's a chart pattern there. Okay, it could be fib level, it could be a fib level, it could be chart pattern, fib level, RSI, any indicator. I don't bash other indicators because I've got a price action. If it's price action that works for you, stick with it. But I want you to really learn price action, how price action works. Why? It stands the test of time. It makes you to understand market conditions, because market is dynamic. It's definitely not the same way you trade in time of coronavirus that you should be trading this time, the resignation time, even the time of election, things changes. So these are the things that you have to know. So that's why price action is very important. So with price action, you will know how to switch sides easily. You know how to switch side. When the candlesticks are no longer printing as they were printing before, then you have to study new patterns. So that's why price action, they say, is king. So you have to learn how price works, since it's even the candles that move in the first place that make you to make money. It's not the indicators. So if indicator acts as an extra confluence and that works and resonates with your personality, then you can keep working with that. All right. Just find 3 confluences. Like right now on this trade, what are the confluences do I have? What are the confluences do I have on this trade right now? And I just picked. I talked about Fib level. This is Fibonacci retracement that made me to get this red line. Remember, I pick up a Fib level. Let me come again. Someone is asking me to repeat this process that I just did. So I came to this Fib retracement. Fibonacci retracements are tools that helps you in knowing how far a retracement will get you before the trend continues. How far will a retracement get to before the actual trend continue? Like the trend where we are at right now, where we're looking at continues. The trend on the smaller time frame is bullish, but the bigger picture is bearish. Obviously, you would see on 1 hour time frame, checking it out. See, we have more buys right now. Checking, just taking data from here, starting from here only. But if you want to check, go on bigger time frame, shrink your chart, the result will be different. All right. So we're looking at what's currently happening. That's why you have to understand how current time frame works, entry time frame, and your main trend time frame. When you determine your main trend. For me, my main trend is from 4 hour, current time frame from 1 hour, and my entry is 15 minutes. So since on current time frame 1 hour, I want to know what's currently happening. So 1 hour is saying it's a buy, it's a bullish trend for now. So I just pick up and at that point I have to look out for the trending point. Where is the recent swing low and recent swing high? We have a recent swing low here. All right, this is a recent swing high. I'm sorry, this is last 2 recent swing low, a swing high. This is a low too, and we're expecting to catch another high. All right, but this low is lower than this one. This is higher than this. So for us to have for us to know this level, this one it got to the 618 point here. So this got to 618, then it started retracing. All right, so we missed this move already. So we want to know where would this retracement get to before it start moving up. So most likely I love to catch at 618, 618 or 50. These are my point I love, 618 or 50. So I'm just going to repeat the same process I did here. Pick from the recent low, take it to the recent high, and then spread it out to my right hand side. So when I spread it out to my right hand side and then drop there, then I'm watching price for at point of 618 or 50. So I left that red line at 618 because that's the golden level. So now I'm just going to delete this. So that's one confluence. Second confluence is there's a psychological level right there. We don't know what happens in points of psychological levels. There are always reaction, price patterns printing there. So once price pattern prints there, then that's on that point for me to want to go long too. So we are in a long trend, and Fibonacci is saying that's the 6-1 level, and there's also a Fibonacci, there's a psychological level there. The last thing I'm watching out for is candlesticks chart patterns to come there. If I see a W right there, or I see any continuation chart pattern that prints right there, I'm going to go in. And candlesticks, last week I talked about candlesticks. So at that point now, I'll be wanting to want to see candlesticks like maybe exhaustions like Doji, Hammers, or something like Morningstar, things like that. These are the things I'll be watching at this point. Morningstar or Beanstar, stuff like that. These are the things I'll be wanting to see. There we go, this reversal candlesticks, Then once that printed, then that tells me that's the time for me to start hopping on that trade. So that's when I'll be getting it. So for those who are still finding it difficult to fund an account, it's pretty simple. Use the link in the description, sign up for any broker of your choice that you want. Or if you already have a brokerage account, it's fine. Use any one at all that you think is nice, but make sure that broker, they are well regulated. All right. So when that is done, for those in Africa, you are finding it difficult to send out money locally, you can use coins. We have safe coins that you could use, like USDT, and you can do that, buy that through Binance. All right. For those who also are wanting to get in on what's it called? What's its name called? I think prop firms. You can do that with most prop firm asset coins these days. So you can do that by getting any coin to buy prop firms, buy a prop firm account, then you start trading. And here's the plan for prop firm. Why prop firm is really interesting. Yeah, some people might say, oh, these guys, they don't really have actual accounts. They are only just taking from you to pay someone who is actually profitable and blah blah blah. The truth is, in as much as you make profit and you are getting paid, that's what matters. All right. So that's why I want to you guys to limit the options you guys are working with. Don't jump from one low prop firm to the other one. I've seen series of cases this past few weeks of people being scammed, making $35,000 and not being paid, are not being paid. That's a lot of work you put in there. I'm sure that would have taken you about 2 months to get, because past phase one, phase two, the funded account, that's a lot of work. You put in a lot of energy, expectation, chatting time, you buy a lot of data, upfront costs. I mean, it's a lot of time. And not getting paid. Please, guys, be careful with prop firms. So that's why I encourage you stay with prop firms that have been around for years now, the one that are reputable. They would not want to have their name soiled because of not paying you. So these are the guys you should be rolling with right now. And it's towards the end of the year. Please mind the accounts that you're taking at this time, because towards the end of the year, market is not always the same. Market is very erratic, in as much as you are planning your vacations. So many other people too are planning same. So that will leave the market into the hands of few individuals that can actually manipulate price. Few, not with the individuals, leave it into the hands of few hedge funds companies or companies that are big banks. All right. So that way, not we, because we don't move the market at all, except we have trillions of dollars to want to move the market. So these are the things. So in order for you to check whether a broker is regulated, so I just saw a question in the comment section, yeah, asking me if a particular brokerage is regulated. If you want to check whether a particular brokerage is regulated, check their footer of the website. And just to make things easier for you, check the description box or the comment section and follow my broker that I use. They are regulated ones. All right. So these are the recommended brokers. Someone is Afolabi saying anyone I recommend, check the description box or the comment section. I'm going to be listing the recommended or the exact ones that I use. So those are going to be like my referral. It's going to include my referral. So what that means is whenever you click on that link, you sign up, then that's going to let them know that I bring you to them. And for any trade you take, I'm going to be they're going to be paying me for bringing you, so, on no extra charge on you. So if you are comfortable doing that, you just want to use that link, it's fine. But if you're not comfortable, just want to go to their website directly, you can as well do that. So I'm just telling you what the link is. So I'm just going to be linking two brokers that I'm using actually in the comment section and also in the description box. If you're cool with that, you can go ahead and use that. And if you can also take the name of the brokerage firm, just go type it in your Chrome and go ahead and use them too. Anyone that works well for you. Okay. So and so prop firms, you already know prop firms that have been around. So now here's something that I've decided of recent. I've told myself I'm just going to be sticking to prop firms that I've worked with over time. All right. It's not because I'm not affiliated to them. I'm not concerned about what they're doing, how much I'm not earning anything from them again. I stopped all this whole thing, affiliation. I just want to tell you guys the exact truth. The reason is just imagine FTMO have been around for a while, and you make a profit of $50,000. FTMO will not ruin their reputation for $50,000. Doesn't make sense. They won't do that. So you want to stay with people that have been around for a while, like FTMO has been around for a while now. My forex fund is also trying. E8, I've not seen any bad cases regarding them. And the funded trader, the funded trading, I've not seen problem around them. So this brokerage, which other one? Which one? Blue FX. The only problem I see people complaining about is their low leverage and regulated lot sizes. That's the only challenge I see with Blue FX. Apart from that, payout, if you actually qualify for any payout, they're definitely going to pay you out. What other thing? Which other brokerage firm? I hope I'm not missing out anyone. I hope I'm not missing out anyone. So these are the ones I've seen. E8, FTMO number one, my Forex fund, E8, the funded traders, Blue FX, what other thing, like that. So these are the ones that I'm going to be full. I'm telling you, this is my opinion. You can go ahead and be trading with the new ones. It's none of my business. Yeah, it's my opinion. I'm not saying these new ones are going to scam your money, or neither am I saying that they're not going to scam you. I'm only telling you, stay with the ones that have been around. They've got a reputation. So because it's really hard taking a prop firm. Like I've been in this space for long. I've been doing this for over since 2019. I've been taking proprietary firms. That's not when I started trading, but I've been trading proprietary firms since 2019. It's hard. It's hard. Trading passing phase one, phase two, funded trader, being a funded trader, and then it's a lot of process. Sometimes it can take you 2 months. Yes, there are times that it take me 2 months to pass. Take me 2 months to pass. And now imagine your 3 month effort now going down the drain. It's not cool. So that's what I'm talking about this now. Thank you. I appreciate you. Anas, thank you. So Jeff is the only transparent guy in this industry. Thank you. Okay. Because someone is also asking, he said, please do a video about prop firm, how to start, because some of us get confused on with those terms, break it down and make it trade example. Okay. I've done some couple of that. That's about 2019, 2020. I think I need to make new videos regarding these prop firms. Yes, ask me more often, then I'll make a new video regarding that, explaining how it works. So prop firms are basically companies that are willing to give you money to trade. Say I'm a prop firm, I'm a company saying, okay, are you a good trader? You're a good trader. I've got a $200,000 account for you. Then if you can prove to me that you can trade this $200,000 account, then I'm going to give it to you. But however, in order for you to prove to me first, you have to start with a demo account. In order for you to take this demo account to stay on this test, you have to give me a refundable fee of say $1, for example. Although some companies have it way higher. So for 200,000, average prices from what average prices is about 1,050 US dollars. 1,050 US dollars. That's the average price for $200,000 as I right now of making being live here. So you're going to give them 1,050 USD, and then they're going to give you a demo $200,000 account. So they're going to give you terms to pass. So you have about 30 days to pass. There's a phase 1 challenge and there's a phase 2 challenge. That's the evaluation one. All right. The phase 1, you have to make 10%, while some you have to make 8%, depending on the company you're going with. With MFF, my forex fund, you have to make 8%. With FCMO, you have to make 10%. With E8, you have to make 8% too. All right. So one thing you should be looking out for in all of these things is not about how much you're going to make, is the drawdown limits. How friendly is the drawdown limit with the target you're giving to? Some you have to make 10% and do not lose more than 10%. Some you have to make 10%, 8%, and to lose 8%. I think that's fairer. All right. So there are some other criteria, conditions you have to look out for. That's for phase 1. And you have some, they give you minimum of 10 trading days. Some give minimum of 5 trading days. And even E8, take it a step further and giving you minimum of 1 trading days. So that's why it's important. You have to go to this website to check their frequently asked questions, and you check the one that fits, that resonate best with you. All right. Then the phase 2, you are given exact same task, just that in phase 2, most times the profit target is always reduced. Some ask you to make 5%, and then all that requirement remains same. Make 5% only, then make 5% without losing 10%, and having a max daily loss. Max daily loss in office, that's the biggest problem. What is max daily loss? Max daily loss is amount of money that you shouldn't lose in a day. Say, for example, you're giving an account of $200,000. In a day, you shouldn't lose 5% of 200,000 US dollars. All right? 5% of 200,000 US dollars. So 10% of 200,000, that's 20,000. So every day you shouldn't lose $10,000 at a time in the whole trading day period until the next day it reset again and you're allowed to take another trade like that. So these are the things that you have to put into consideration. And then you pass phase 1, phase 2, then you become a funded trader. The funded trader stage is a stage that allows you to take an actual, some of them are still in form of demo. It's still going to be showing the demo badge on your account. It's not going to show real account. Some that I've worked with. So you have to keep trading. They say that this demo that you're trading is connected to a live account at the back end. How true that is, I'm not sure. But in as much as you are still going to get paid, whether it's a demo or a live account, that's what is really important to us or as a funded trader. So any amount of money you make there, depending on the profit split that you are promised, you get to start being paid 75% of any profit you make. Say on a 200K account, you're able to make 10%, which makes that to be 220,000 US dollars at the end of the time. So if you request for a payout, you're going to be paid. Remember, the profits you made is 20K. Yeah, you're going to be paid 80% or 75% or even 90% of that profit split. So for a 10K account, maybe you made $20,000. So your profit split is 80%. Then you have to take 80% of $20,000 home. I mean, that's a nice pay. You still get to keep the account. You keep trading. then they only get to take the account away from you only when you violate either the mass daily loss or the total loss. That's an amazing. Now you're no longer any time frame to pass anything. So that's how prop firm works. So now let me explain something else to you guys on GBPUSD. Please, please, no matter the mistake you are going to make any of this week, any of this month, October, November, and December, please do not try to make a mistake of adjusting your stops. Do not try to have a mistake of, oh, don't worry, it's going to reverse. It will reverse. It will reverse. I'm damn sure of this trade. It will reverse. Don't try to have that mindset. Why? These times that we are in, you know that price has changed deeply on GBPUSD. Price has changed significantly. Normally, average stop loss counts that we have on a day-to-day basis on GBPUSD were always average true range movies move where max 80 pips. Okay, we have 80 pips, sometimes 50 pips, 100 pips maximum. That's what we always have. But these days, we can see movement of close to 200, 300, 500 pips in a day. Some that 500 people will even happen early in the morning before market London even opens. So these moves are scary. So you have to just keep calm. So you probably might place a trade here for a sell. Don't worry. You see this spike to the upside and you're anticipating, don't worry, it's definitely going to reverse. That's the wrong way to trade. Trading is you have to have a plan. Have your stop loss defined. Like maybe you sold at this point and you're saying you see a pull up against you. Ordinarily, you should hit around your stop loss here. Upon seeing this huge candle, then you have to move your candle, you retrace it, you say all hopes to yourself that, oh, don't worry, this thing is going to reverse. It's going to reverse. It might never reverse. It might just keep going up, or it might reverse later, but would your account be able to hold it? So your account might get liquidated before the reversal that you have been anticipating comes. So that's why it's not advisable to hold trade this period since volatility is really high and can be so low too. All right. So do not adjust stop loss farther away from your entry. Instead, only tighten your stop loss. That is the aspect of trade management. You have to learn how to manage your trades. So these are the things that are really key in trading. That's what makes sure whether you're going to last long in the game or not. That's really important. All right. Someone is asking regarding prop firms. Okay, now here's another very interesting question. Why don't you trade on Mondays? Okay, amazing. David, the reason why I don't trade on Monday is Mondays are for the directional move. I want to be able to know where exactly this market is headed. Where should I be looking forward to want to pin this market at? So, like already with today's forecast, now let me take you guys to my actual FSCM where I place my trade. This is the first where I place my do my actual analysis. See, I've done my analysis already. I'm chilling, I'm waiting. This is my hand low of last week. So my hand low of the week should be the first two candles to form for this week on 4-hour time frame. So I'm just gonna move this one, move it to the first two. This is the recent high, okay, and this is the recent low. What's going on? Yeah, this is the recent low. So now price currently at the recent low. Then you're expecting that price will actually bounce up before it finally breaks and come to our 618 point. And then price start moving to the upside. Remember, this is 618.1.1200000. So already I've done this on 4-hour time frame. This is just a place where I play around and do my analysis. Okay. So for if I were you right now, I would not want to buy here. Instead, I would look to shorten from here to this point. That's what I would look right now. Right now, if you're this is the signal too, then your stop should be somewhere around here. But I'm not trading because it's Monday. Mondays are for directional buyers. So now, what can Monday do for me? What do I do on Mondays? Now this is a very nice trade. It's a high probable trade for me. Like it's a nice setup. Okay, not really high, but it's a nice setup. Until I see maybe another flash up, then I'll enter on that flash and then start dropping. Okay, that's what it's a nice setup that I'm seeing here already. So on Monday, I'll just follow the moves that I would have actually taken based on my strategy. Now I've seen an actual move that I would have taken because there's a low of the week right here, psychological level right here, and I'm watching out for chart pattern like M to completely form here. Then I'm going to look to go short from this point. So this tells me that okay, what patterns actually prevails most, and at what point should I be expecting these patterns? So whatever happens on Monday, so Monday is just for deciding. So whatever happens on Monday, how it behaves here now, before any entry comes, we might have a flash to the upside and come down, anything like that. Then that behavioral movement that I see there, that's how I'm gonna follow the market for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and for Friday. So that's why Mondays I don't trade. So Mondays I just study the pattern because I want a high probable setups only high probable setups. So that's the reason why I don't look forward to trade on Mondays. I just check. All right. So another question from Johnson. Can you withdraw weekly from prop firms? Yes, you can. There are some prop firms that allow it. So before you start with any prop firm, if this is if this is a priority to you, before you start with any of these prop firms, check their frequently asked question and see anyone that allows weekly withdrawal. But the most that I've worked with, I know I've done is bi-weekly withdrawal. They allow that. But some might allow weekly withdrawal, depending on what you want. Oh, Jokili said I'm holding my shot. Amazing. Amazing. Okay, so amazing. So this is advisor UD. He said he has tried to reach me on Instagram and Twitter, but no reply. So sorry about that. It's a lot of activity because of the travel. Normally, my DMs are not. They don't really take that long for me to reply. At least I think I'm doing my best. I'm trying. So what you can do regarding mentorship is simple. If it's about mentorship, just as I see it's concerning mentorship, all you just have to do is come to firetipsfx.com. That's all you need to do. You don't really have to get. We are updating the frequently asked question really soon. My team, they're really working on that frequently asked question. That will be up very, very, very soon. So on the mentorship, you come and you want to check out the free courses to see if our teachings are things that you like, you want to go with. So these are our free courses. You can check it out if you like the approach. And again, I go live on Wednesdays and Fridays. And then you can just click on the mentorship here. If you click on the mentorship, this is going to take you to the available mentorship that we have, and we don't allow instrumental payment. It's just one off. Everything is not negotiable. Some people, Nigerians, love to price everything. It's not negotiable. So then we trying to negotiate things. It's no instrumental. None of those plans is available here. And if you also want to have access to all our official pages, yes, our Instagram. If you click on this, take it to our direct actual Instagram. Is our YouTube link and our actual Telegram. So don't get scammed. If anybody's trying to tell you, oh, bring your money for investment, blah 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 blah. That's obviously not me. I'm not going to ask you. So if you find me asking you for money or somebody who's claiming to be me asking you for money for investment, know that that is Cameroon as fast as your leg can carry you. All right. I'm sure that's it. Jeff, please. Are there anything like bearish and bullish chart pattern? Yes, I discussed about this last time. Last chart. Please kindly check the last live session. You're going to learn a lot more about this. It's comprehensive. It's comprehensive. Now, here's someone else, Forest King. Yes, you want to join my course? Amazing. We have a mentorship and a course. So if you're a part of the mentorship, the course is available for you for free. The mentorship is live class, Wednesdays and Friday, 8 a.m. You have to make sure you have that time. If you don't have the time, don't join. If you don't have the time, 8 a.m. to join in, don't join. But however, if you know you can't keep up with the live classes, because I don't want to have people, I don't want to have numbers. I want people that are actually getting this thing right. I train you, you get it right, and you can replicate the same thing over and over again. But if you are doing a 9 to 5, you can't meet up at 8 a.m. and you know you are ready to want to learn, you can still join because all the recordings are also uploaded at the back office, the website. The website is FirePips. So if I take you back to the FirePips right now, that's why I said it's a mentorship and a course together. So if I take you to the back office, so you see the part that says mentorship here, and you are a part of our member, you are going to have access to this back office. See, it's a lock right now. That's because I'm not signed in. All the courses we have ever, all the live classes we have ever had, and we break all the concept down, the money management, how to stack, everything is here, how to stack, the way, everything is all in here. So all the live recordings we have ever had since 2021, everything is here. So it's all up to you. We have everything all available to you. So now, someone is asking to share my fib settings. Amazing. So the fib settings that I have here is default setting. There is nothing different from what you already have on your training. It's default. Check. This is Fibonacci. Yeah. This is it. Let me just drag and drop. See? I'll click on settings. You can screenshot this. You see, exact same thing. I always change the colors and all of that. I just add some. This is everything. Screenshots. You can watch this later on. These are the settings I have. Nothing more, nothing less. All right. So that's it. Okay, someone is asking. Say it seems that each broker I use when it comes to verification always rejects my documentation first. Are you up to 18 years? Number one, you have to have a proof of national ID card. It could be national your country's national ID card. It could be your voter's card. It could be a driving license. It could be international passport. Any of these that I've just listed. That's for proof of identity, proof of you that you are truly who you say you are. Your names are correct. All right. The next proof that you want is proof of address. So you have to give them something that shows a payment coming in and going out, and that takes the address, exact same address you give to them. So if it doesn't tally with the address you give to them, you're doing something wrong. All right. So that would include your utility bill, that water bill, electricity bill, more than gas bill, anything at all that you know you use, and or a bank statement. This would work. Broker would not they will not reject any of these things. Now here's something that amazing. F.A. Jasper, he said, how do you trade market structure and trend line together? Now here's something. Market structure is one concept, trend line is another concept. So when the two of them meet and they're telling me the exact same thing, they're telling me two of them are telling me to buy, and this way the other one is telling me to buy, then that means that's confidence. I'll buy. So I'll have a high chances of wanting to buy. That's how it works. All right. That's how it just basically works. Okay, now amazing. This is from Maven or Marvin. Jeff, please. I finally gotten my if I finally okay, if I finally gotten my life account on the profit, is the profit gonna be according to how much you can make, or is there a fixed amount which you must? No, 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 it's not capped. If you make 20%, they're gonna be giving you. You make 20% of 20K, that's $40,000. They're gonna give you 80% of that profit split, depending on any profit split you have promised before then. That's what you're gonna be giving. So you can even make 1,000,000%. You can make 100%. You can make 20, but just be careful. Be careful not to violate your while trying to make much, not to violate your daily laws or master tools. That's what's important. Now, this is a psychological problem. Let me address this real quick. Digital Connect. He said, Jeffrey, I find it difficult to accept a losing trade. I end up becoming emotional of my losses. Then I over trade. Your advice. If you find it difficult, why you find it difficult to accept a losing trade is because you're not using a stop loss. And you're not using a stop loss because you don't have a trading plan. You don't have a trading plan, that means you don't even know how much you are risking per trade. So first, start reanalyzing and make sure you get a trading plan. Get a trading plan. All right. If you get a trading plan, most of this your problem will stop. Get a trading plan. Okay. If this trade goes against me, I'm willing to take this loss, this much loss. If this this happens, I'm going to take this loss. That's what you need. All right. So let's go ahead and review some of these trades that currently we already called out a while ago. So yeah. So as this flash up happened, remember I said I would have just waited for this flash up to happen, then I'll get it. Now as this flash up happens, then I probably would get it. I'll modify my entry. I would have gotten it somewhere around here. That's why I do most of the time. So sometimes that's why it's hard to send signals, because if I send signal, I'll just put it there. You think I'm actually entering there. No, I'm actually have my stop loss might change and become tighter, because my goal is to make sure my stop loss all the time is very tight. I want to risk small to make big. That's the actual essence of trading. That's where profit comes. All right. Risking little to make huge. So I've gotten it somewhere around here. But right now, if you're still getting it, it's not bad. Getting somewhere around here, and then you make sure it's stop loss something that you're willing to risk. Now, if you put a stop loss somewhere around here now, yeah, that's 30.9. Let's say 32 pips. So you have to calculate. If I'm to put 0.2 loss size into this trade, how much would I be risking? Can I take this loss? That would be the next question. Can I take this loss if it goes against me? That if it is a yes, that's when you have a trade. If you say no, you don't have a trade, you just pass. Keep watching, keep studying the way I'm studying. Right now, I'm not in. I don't want to take this trade because I'll be breaching my trading plan. I already have a trading plan not to trade on Monday. So once you guys start noting that your plan is stronger, is way more important than the profit you have to make, then that's when you start finding consistency over time. All right, over time. Get a trading plan and trade the plan. Amazing. Hello, Jeff. Can people outside Nigeria join your mentorship? Yes, we have people from over 86 countries. I actually thought it was over 20 countries. It's over 86 countries joining. People, we have even more people outside Nigeria joining. More people outside Nigeria joining. Because Nigerians will be like, oh, I can't join. It's so expensive and stuff like that. I mean, how would $400 be expensive for a year service? And you're coming live Wednesdays, Friday, and we are talking about trades. You are seeing the trades. People are changing their life in matter of, like there's a guy, Shams, I told you guys, he's still going to come on live here to give his testimony. There are a lot of them. Have happiness. These are testimonies that are really spectacular. They are really going viral every now and then. These are the people I just want to tell you about. He currently is currently someone that he's unable. You guys, if you have been following me on my Telegram, you know what I'm saying. He was unable to fund, to eat is a problem sometimes for him. Yeah, he had problems. He has had his own bad share of losses and all of that. But right now he's cruising. He's making crazy. Already this morning he has made about $2,000, and he posted it in the group. He has posted it in the group already this morning. Like, I'm not even kidding. Let me see if I can bring it on WhatsApp web.whatsapp if it's possible. If I can show you guys that result. Or let me share on my WhatsApp. Let's see, because I'm on StreamYard. StreamYard will not allow me to share my whole computer screen. I can only share things on Google. So you guys know, okay, I'm not just kidding. These are many more is what's going on. This is him. This is Shams. Can you see this name? Can you see Shams Fire Peeps? Already it showed the profit he has made this morning now. Let me click without moving out. Let me click on his name. I mean on the screenshot. Can you see already? How much is that? This is today. Today. Shams, can you see the date? 24th October 2022. 9:24. That's when he sent that in. Early in the morning. He has already made profit. So that's because he's trading plan. Now, what I'm saying is I don't trade doesn't mean you can't trade on Monday too. See, that's $1,000 he made here. Here. See, that's it. I'm sure you guys are seeing it clearly. That's it. Can you share your setups? Stuff like that. People asking if you can share setup. I think he trades US 30. He said US 30 made me 1.5 million in less than 3 hours. Can you check? Can you check that? Just so you know, it's not it's not just caps. And now this is not my result. It's not mine. It's his student. There are many other people. They're doing these crazy numbers. So it's not about, and we've not met before. I've never met him, and I really want to meet him. He's coming to Lagos very soon, and we're definitely gonna meet. Okay, so these are the thing. Now here's another thing. How much can you start with? Can I start with $50 life account? It depends. It depends. Starting account at taking highly risky trades. That account you are willing to want to risk. You are not using proper risk management. Let me put it that way. For someone who wants to start with $50 account, you are not going to be using proper risk management, because using proper risk management with $50 account, it's almost impossible, because the minimum lot size we have is 0.01. Even if you place 0.01, just one entry, it's still not proper risk management. And I'm sure you will not be patient enough for 0.01 to give it the money that you actually really want. Okay. So that's why I recommend, if you don't have enough money yet to fund your account, you can start with that small $50, because I also started from there. And but you have to learn how to flip, how to flip. That's something I also teach too, how to flip. So flipping small account, that doesn't mean it's you're taking highly risky trade, but however, there are quality and selected trades that you should be taking on that. Yeah, it works that way too. All right, you can start with $50, but it requires a level of education in order for you to flow with $50. That's the truth. It requires another level of education in order for you to be able to be profitable with a $50 account. In fact, it's even harder to trade a small account than to trade a huge account. I mean, let me not say harder. Both of them require two different psychology. Trading a huge account is also it comes with its own psychological problem. Because seeing losses in minus 10,000, and you'll be freaked out if it's your first time. But with a small account, you're used to seeing minus 0.10 cents, 17 cents, and all of these small things. Yeah. This is another person. Please, Jeff, can uni students join your mentorship? And does the mentorship involve only live classes? What if I had a question to ask when I couldn't make it to the live class? I really want to join. Yes, SAIM. Yeah, you can join. It's if you're a student, you can. We have live recordings at the back. That got you covered. That's one. And if you have other questions, you can always ask in the group. So we have a special group chat for you where I'm also there, and we have other admins coordinating things. Yes, you can ask questions even after the class in that group chat. So I think that's solved. So what exactly is involved in a trading plan? This is an amazing question from Stan. Stan. So what exactly is involved in a trading plan? Trading plan has to have your entire detailed trading entry, your trading exit. All right. It has to have your risk management, how much you intend to risk per trade. It also has to have your trade management, how you intend to manage your trade after clicking your buy and sell. Like when you decide to break even, when you decide to exit, and all of that. You also have to have your money management scheme, what you intend to do with money after it's been made, when you want to withdraw, all of these things. You also have to have your psychology. Whenever you are in a drawdown, how you want to deal with your psychological problem, how you have to deal with your fears, how you want to deal with your emotional problem, how you want to deal with your worries, anxieties, stuff like that. Those of these things have to be included in your trading plan. Most importantly, what you want to do while you're in the trade. That's what it is. And when you lose, how you want to react. All right, so that'll be much that I can take. This class is already an hour long. So thank you guys. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at Jeffrey_Benson. Follow me on Twitter too. Follow me on Twitter. I just joined Twitter. All of the links are going to be included in the description box and also in the comment section. And register with our brokerage firms, any one of them that you feel comfortable with. You can just go ahead and register on the website directly. And also follow me on YouTube. Yes, subscribe if you are new to this channel. Thank you guys and peace out. Love you all. Bye.